Pursuant to Article 41 of the Statute of the Court, the Gambia, as a state party to the Genocide Convention, respectfully requests the Court, as a matter of extreme urgency, to indicate the following provisional measures, which are directly linked to the rights that form the subject matter of this dispute, pending its determination of this case on the merits. A. Myanmar shall immediately, in pursuance of its undertaking in the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide of 9 December 1948, take all measures within its power to prevent all acts that amount or contribute to the crime of genocide, including taking all measures within its power to prevent the following acts from being committed against any member of the Rohingya group: extrajudicial killings or physical abuse, rape or other forms of sexual violence, burning of homes or villages, destruction of lands and livestock, deprivation of food and other necessities of life, or any other deliberate infliction of conditions of life calculated to bring about the physical destruction of the Rohingya group in whole or in part. B. Myanmar shall, in particular, ensure that any military, paramilitary, or irregular armed units which may be directed or supported by it, as well as any organizations and persons which may be subject to its control, direction, or influence, do not commit any act of genocide, of conspiracy to commit genocide, or direct and public incitement to commit genocide, or indeed of complicity in genocide against the Rohingya group, including extrajudicial killings or physical abuse, rape or other forms of sexual violence, burning of homes or villages, destruction of lands and livestock, deprivation of food and other necessities of life, or any other deliberate infliction of conditions of life calculated to bring about the physical destruction of the Rohingya group in whole or in part. C. Myanmar shall not destroy or render inaccessible any evidence related to the events described in the application, including or without limitation, by destroying or rendering inaccessible the remains of any member of the Rohingya group who is a victim of alleged genocidal acts, or altering the physical locations where such acts are alleged to have occurred in such a manner as to render the evidence of such acts, if any, inaccessible. D. Myanmar and the Gambia shall not take any action and shall assure that no action is taken which may aggravate or extend the existing dispute that is the subject of this application or render it more difficult of resolution. E. Myanmar and the Gambia shall each provide a report to the court on all measures taken to give effect to this order for provisional measures no later than 4 months from its issuance. And F. Myanmar shall grant access to and cooperate with all United Nations fact-finding bodies that are engaged in investigating alleged genocidal acts against the Rohingya, including the conditions to which the Rohingya are subjected.